Hey everyone, today we're going to go through the qualities and affirmations for the right aspects of our chakras. I hope you enjoy it. So, as we've said before, this right channel, which also relates to the right aspects of each of our chakras, has to do with action and rationality. And the things we do are a really important part of us, as we discussed in an earlier video I've got linked above. Now, if we want to enjoy our actions and learn and mature and grow from the things we do, there are two things that are worth understanding that can really help us a lot. The first thing we should understand is that we need to humble down and appreciate that we are a small part of a big universe. And this universe somehow created us. It sustains us, supports us, pretty much makes everything we do possible. And the second thing we should know if we want to enjoy our actions is we need to do things with love. And that's why a lot of the affirmations for the right side start with Mother, you are. And here, rather than talking to this mothering energy of Kundalini inside us that can bring us into this state of meditation, we're more talking to this universal energy of love that surrounds us, that takes care of us, that flows through each and every one of us and connects us all. To a large extent, it doesn't really matter how you imagine that energy because it's something that's beyond our mind and beyond our mental understanding. But in yoga tradition, they call it Param Chaitanya, and they see it as a mothering, nurturing force in our universe. So when we take these affirmations for the right aspects of our chakras of Mother you are, we're saying it's only because this universal energy of love flows through us, or it's only because we do things with love that our actions are going to work out for our benevolence and the benevolence of others. All right, let's go through these affirmations now for the right aspects of our chakras, starting with the Muladhara, which has the qualities of innocence and wisdom. The right aspect of Muladhara is unique in a way because it's not connected to the right channel. At right Muladhara, our innocence gives us dynamism. Also, our right Muladhara gives us the energy to overcome any negative tendencies we have. The right Muladhara gets blocked with excessively austere behavior, or if we become aggressive towards ourselves with our efforts for self-improvement. We don't want to push so hard to improve ourselves that it turns into self-hatred. It's so important to love yourself. So if we feel the right aspect of Muladhara get blocked, which we might feel in our right hand in the base of the palm here, we can say, Mother, you destroy all negative tendencies in me. Let love guide your self-improvement. And then we have the Swadhisthana chakra, which has the qualities of creativity and spontaneity. At right Swadhisthana, the right channel begins. And on the right Swadhisthana, we develop our attention. Our attention makes it possible for us to think and act. So right Swadhisthana is particularly disturbed by excessive thinking and activity. If we feel the right Swadhisthana get blocked, which we might also feel in our right thumb here, we need to humble down to this universe. We can just say, Mother, I do nothing, just to detach from your actions. And if you're attached to a particular action, it can be good to say something like, Mother, you do that task. So for example, I'm an engineer. So if I'm attached to my engineering work, I might say, Mother, you do all engineering, just to help me humble down and let it go. And next we have the Nabhi chakra, which has the qualities of peace and satisfaction. The right Nabhi relates to our work life and efforts to support ourselves and our families. Work is something we've all got to do. But if we want to maintain peace in our life, it's important to be able to do our work without being imbalanced by greed or worry. If we feel our right Nabhi go out of balance, which we might feel in our middle finger here on our right hand, we can say, Mother, you take care of all my worries. Sure, life isn't always easy and it doesn't always make sense, but we need to try and trust that this all-pervading energy will work things out for our spiritual growth. And if we're hankering after some particular material thing and it's disturbing our attention, let's say you're trying to get a new phone or you're really keen on a new job, it can be helpful to say things like, Mother, I'm not this phone, or Mother, I'm not this job, I'm the spirit. And then we have the void, which has the quality of self-mastery, or our ability to avoid things that disturb us or take us out of balance. When the right void is clear, we can do things in this world without becoming imbalanced. And our behavior also helps others stay in balance. We can call this Dharma. A proper sense of Dharma can establish if we have pure, detached love for ourselves and for others. There's really not much else to do. So if we feel our right void go out of balance, which we can feel in the outer part of our palm here, we can say, Mother, you are my master. Let love be your master. If this universal energy of love flows through us, then a proper sense of Dharma can establish. And then we have the heart, which has the qualities of love and security. On the right heart, we develop our sense of responsibility. Right heart is also associated to our relationship with our Father or as a father. Our sense of responsibility will establish if we have love for others. There's nothing else to do. So if we feel our right heart gets blocked, which we might feel in our right pinky here, we can say, Mother, you are the divine sense of responsibility in me. If this universal energy of love flows through us, we'll establish a proper sense of responsibility. And then we have the Vishuddhi, which has the qualities of detachment and collectivity. On the right side, we communicate with others and develop our sense of respect and love for others. Again, if we have love for others, and if we can see the spirit in other people, then a proper sense of respect will be there, and we'll communicate sweetly with other people. If we feel our right Vishuddhi go out of balance, which we can feel in our right pointer finger here, we can say, Mother, you are the sweetness in my words and deeds. If this universal energy of love flows through us, then our relationships with other people will work out. And then we have the Agnya chakra, which is our mind. On the right Agnya, all the imbalances of the right channel can collect in our brain and balloon out as ego and thoughts of the future. If we feel pressure in our ego, which we might also feel as warmth in our right ring finger here, we can say, Mother, I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. And as I've said before, you only forgive for yourself. You're not doing this for anyone else. It's for your own freedom from anger and your own peace. The other thing we can say is, Mother, please make me a humble person. The problem with ego is it's formed out of our attachment to material things and to our actions. So our actions aren't really going to help us much in overcoming ego. We just need to try and let our heart open, humble down to this universe that really does everything, and just detach from our actions. And lastly, we have the Sahasrara chakra, which is where we connect to this all-pervading, universal power of love. Also, very importantly, it's a chakra which sits beyond our mind and beyond our mental understanding. So there isn't much I can tell you about the Sahasrara. You'll have to learn about it yourself from your own meditations. The right Sahasrara can go out of balance when we start to get the idea that it's our actions that can lead to spiritual growth. It's almost like we treat meditation as another thing we do and get attached to it. But as I said before, we're a small part of a big universe, and it's really this universe that makes everything we do possible. So when you sit to meditate, also try and just detach from your meditation. Just let it happen. Let the universe do what it wants to do. Let your Kundalini do what it wants to do. All you can do really is try and humble down, I guess, and just open your heart. If we feel our right Sahasrara go out of balance, which we can feel in the center of our right palm here, we can say, Mother, you overcome all the obstacles in my spiritual growth. In the next video, we're going to use some of these affirmations in a guided meditation. I'll see you then.